I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we delve into an amazing work. It is called Reclaiming My Name, Niwahereza, by Yvonne Niwahereza Colangelo. This memoir is a powerful exploration of resiliency, self-discovery, and the healing power of creativity, chronicling the author's arduous journey through personal upheavals towards self-acceptance. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank our team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her delightful book. The links are below this interview. Yvonne, great to see you here today on Spotlight.
Well, thank you for having me, Logan. I'm happy to be here with you.
It's my pleasure. Let's give the folks at home first an overview of what your book, Reclaiming My Name, is all about.
So it's about my personal story and right from birth throughout my journey as an African woman,
Mhm.
a young mother, facing, limitations and challenges of any most African women go through and a tad bit more, uh, trying to find a way out, migrating to Canada, facing new challenges,
Mhm.
uh, uphill battle, run, learning. I'm a mother as well. And I just wanted to write this book and to really, really go back in time and understand my life and understand, not be a victim of my life per se. So I went back in time to rewrite my story, rewrite my narrative, and here I am with a positive outcome. This book was a healing journey for me. I needed to get it out of my head. I've always had the emotions inside, but not have a way to get them out there. So I needed to heal myself through this book and
Mhm.
in turn heal my children and hopefully the next generations after them.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you shared your story because I think there's commonalities in it that most people can relate to because everybody has a journey, everybody has their challenges and struggles as well as their tribulations. Tell us or explain to the audience what the significance of the title is, Reclaiming My Name, Nia Hereza.
You know what, Logan? I had associated with my name with so much struggle,
Mhm.
so much bad luck. As an African woman in a very abusive household, I had taken on the narrative that I was the victim of my life. Nothing was working out for me. I knew that I had so much talent, so much art, and so much to share with the world. But every door I knocked on simply turned me down or shut the door in my face. And I was wondering, what is it about me that people can't see? Am I? And then I let alone go along the way. I learned that we are a reflection of each other. So if people are reflecting this to me, then what is it about myself that I'm not communicating to be heard? So I had to go back in time. And incidentally, my name Niwahereza means the giver.
Mm.
So I'm willing to give. I'm this caring mother. I go above and beyond in all the spaces I've been in, but I couldn't quite get through the doors that I needed to go through. So I wanted to go back in time. Kind of it was such a difficult journey to go back in time and debunk all the trauma that I had faced that had brought me to the space that I was at. But I was willing to go back because I needed to open these doors and not
Mm.
only open them for myself, but open them for the generations after me. I learned that my trauma can be passed on to others. Per se, my girls, if
Mhm.
they don't see me thrive in a certain way and stay stagnated, and I didn't want us to have a victim mentality. So
Mm.
I decided to go and, find a way out, not only for myself, but for the women before me who were kind of a victim. They just settled for what they had in front of them. I didn't want that to be my narrative. So I needed to go back and reclaim the truth of my name. And that's why I named my book Reclaiming My Name, Niwahereza.
Give us an example of one of the challenges or struggles you had in your life that kind of epitomizes your quest for identity and purpose.
Okay, to answer this, I'll have to go back in time to when I was a child.
Hmm.
When I was a little girl, I struggled in school. And in Africa, there's nothing like our mental health support or
Hmm.
understanding how to support children with unique talents or being patient or parenting in different styles. My parents were really impatient with me. And my father specifically was a very cold and very abusive man towards his children, particularly me and my mother.
Hmm.
And I was this child who was not thriving because nobody understood me. I see life in art. I
Hmm.
speak the language of art. I don't learn the traditional way and I don't perceive life in the traditional way. I excel at what I do
Hmm.
now that I know what I do, but I wasn't the traditional child and I fell off.
Yeah.
And that was name calling, beating me up. I'm the lost sheep, never given any opportunity to speak up. I would be told silenced right off the bat. It crippled me from when I was a child.
Hmm.
And I couldn't find my way out through that maze. And when I came trying to liberate myself, making wrong choices along the way, migrating to Canada, doing I mean, you'll have to read the book to
Hmm.
understand the depth of my immigration story. It wasn't the best. I was up for deportation, forced against, a rock and a hard place, but looking for a survival chance for me and my girls. I couldn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Many times I contemplated just ending it all, but
Hmm.
somehow I really wanted to fight because my mother had made a sacrifice for me, giving me $500 to come across the continent, the world, to just try and find a way out. And I couldn't disappoint her. Uh, and, unfortunately, she passed away during my struggle, but it has been such a dark journey. And all that, I was like, why was I born? I don't want to associate my name. I don't want my name. I want to be like somebody else who's
Hmm.
not part of this story. I wanted to change my whole, run away from who I was.
Right.
And that's why I had to face myself at the end of the day,
Yeah.
just to find myself and my purpose at the end of the day. It's who I was.
Well, we're
Yeah.
glad you found yourself. We're glad you found your purpose. We're glad you realize that you're an artistic person. That's what you are. And the
Yeah.
examples of that art are behind you. Tell us a little bit about your work as an artist and what we're seeing behind you right now.
So I painted this. This phoenix in particular was painted with me and my girls. I am a mother of two, single
Hmm.
parent, and this is my book cover.
Hmm.
And it was a joint effort because I wanted us to liberate ourselves. So they did
Right.
the background and I put the phoenix on top. This one is just me trying to, and this features at the back of the book, right?
Hmm.
This African angel per se,
Hmm.
features on the back of the book. And incidentally, I put my emotions in my art.
Hmm.
And writing a book, English is not my first language,
Hmm.
right? But now there's new technology that has helped me translate my thoughts into
Hmm.
words. And I have to feel it. I feel it in color and I paint it. So this is I call her the Queen of Wands. She delivered my book as soon as my book was published. She was the
Wonderful.
writer who brought it out. So I visualize what I want to feel and then I paint it or I type it. If I see it's not coming out right, I have to feel a certain color in my soul to understand is it what is on the paper. So thank God there are now tools that aid in that, but my emotions run so deep and I don't have the words to articulate them, which makes it a little complex. But luckily I've put out a book that can kind of show the world a glimpse of what's going on in an artistic mind, and with somebody who has so much to say and has been suppressed for so long that the creative stuff is just waiting to burst out, but I don't know how to put it out for the lack of a
Well,
better.
you've put it out in your book, you've put it out in your artwork and paintings, and we're glad about that. Just want to ask you before you leave you today, what message do you hope readers take away from your experiences?
that there are no limitations, that limitations only exist in your mind. Yes, it takes a little bit of work, but whether you are a single mother, a Black woman, a married woman, or a young gentleman, trying to make it in life, don't give up on yourself. There's so many ways, and there's so many times I could have said, I call it quits, because all the odds were, and at this time could still be stacked against me, but I choose to wake up. I choose to wake up and fight to make a positive impact, not only for myself, but my community, because it's not okay to give up. And if I didn't give up with all the things that I've been through, I think somebody in a better position stands a better and a fair chance to go against, whatever they're facing.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate your encouraging words. Life is hard. When you accept it's hard, sometimes it gets easier. I think that's for sure. And perseverance, of course, is the key to keep on trying, to keep on trying to find out who you are, where you belong, where you fit in. And it seems like you've done that now. You've written a remarkable book. It is called Reclaiming My Name, Niwahereza by Yvonne Niwahereza Colangelo. It is a powerful book. It is an exploration of resilience, self-discovery, and the healing process of creativity. It's a great book. It is Yvonne's story, but it's a story that will resonate with you as well. Yvonne, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you too, Logan, for having me. I appreciate this opportunity.
I appreciate your time. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.